Hello everyone and welcome once again. I'm here to make a GTA Online guide, specifically on the CEO Create businesses. I've got two warehouses of my own, so I've got two different sizes. I've got the 16 crate one and the 42 crate one. So yeah, this is going to be kind of like an in-depth guide, but not really, as I'm going to kind of break it down in simple terms to help you understand it a little bit more. And yeah, let's get on with the video. To actually get an office for yourself, all you need to do is go over to the Dynasty 8 Executive site. It should be on the, what is it, the Money and Services, no? The Money and Services, and then if you can't find it, view the property listings. Don't click the view property listings, go to Dynasty 8 Executive and you can enter the site and check out the different offices. There's one for 2.325, that's on offer right now. The normal price is 3.1 million. This Maze-Mount West is the cheapest one at $1 million. That one is 2.5 million and that's 4 million. So choose whichever one you want. I personally went for the cheapest one, but it still works the same, so the only difference is the location between them, so make sure you choose wisely and spend as little money as possible. But anyways, I've got the cheapest one here, so let's go inside. So once you've actually bought your office and customize it to whatever you want it to be like, all you have to do is go over to the computer, press right on the D-pad and then go into the computer menu. Then just click login and it should say special cargo over here on the left. Obviously you're going to have to buy warehouses before this, and you can do it off of this computer, so warehouse map, and then you can look at all of them, including the ones you haven't purchased, or filter it down using these options up here. So there's a lot of different sizes. First of all, I have the small one here. This is a 16 crate warehouse. This is a 42 crate warehouse, and the biggest one I think are the large ones, and they have 111 crate maximum. So these are on sale at the moment, so if you are going to take advantage of them, I suggest taking advantage of these offers. They'll be available I think till next week on Tuesday or Monday, so make sure you take advantage of those. But special cargo, all you have to do is go to your warehouses, click on them, and then buy different types of crates. And there's three options for this. There's the one crate for 2,000, two crates for 8,000, and three crates for $18,000. Obviously this sounds quite expensive for three crates, and I'm going to explain a little bit about this. 2,000 per crate. If you choose one crate, it's 2,000 per crate. If you choose two crates at a time, it's 4,000 per crate, and then if you choose three, it's 6,000 per crate. Now obviously there's a bit of a difference here, so buying one crate at a time will fill it up rather slowly, but it will maximise the profit. It means you don't spend as much as you normally would do. Buying three crates is a lot quicker, but it costs more. And buying two crates is sort of the middle ground between buying quickly and saving money, sort of. So you make a saving of around 2,000 per crate if you go for the two crate option, and that'll give you a bit more profit to work with. So now on to buying and selling. To give you an example, I've decided to buy a one crater for the small warehouse, and obviously small warehouses are going to get filled up rather quickly, as you know there's only 16 that you can hold in there. And I'm going to go straight to my office garage. But what's interesting here is that all the missions are different, and I've come across some really easy ones, and some of them are quite difficult. And it's a lot easier if you've got more people to help you. If you are on your own though, I'd suggest buying two crates as a maximum, but you can go for three crates if you want to actually make more than one trip. So all you have to do is exit the building, as we're gonna do now, and there's obviously different types of crates. It doesn't really matter because they're all worth the same, and sometimes you might get special cargo options. well, extra special ones, which give you more money per crate, but they cost $25,000 to actually purchase them, and there's a risk you might lose them during the mission. So make sure when those opportunities come up, make sure you take full advantage of them, as they're really only there for a limited time. So yeah, there's different types of missions. This one is just to go collect it. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some sort of dispute up there. Oftentimes it's not as easy. Sometimes it just involves going down and collecting a vehicle and then bringing it back to the warehouse. But other times it involves taking on some enemies or taking out thieves who have stolen your goods, and then you need to get them back. Obviously I'm on my own. It's very difficult when you're on your own, but it's not impossible. All you need to do is just stay focused on the objectives, just bring them back, and do your best to avoid other players. There is a glitch to actually get into a public session on your own on the PS4, so I'm going to quickly explain that. Just go to settings, and then date and time. Change the date, the actual year, to the next year above, so 2018 for example. Go back onto the game, it should freeze, wait about 5 to 10 seconds, then go back, change it back to the time, and then go back on the game, and everyone should have left the session. So then you're on a public session on your own. I am right now, so it's a lot easier because you don't have people bothering you. Obviously I've got to just take this vehicle down to the warehouse, but I will edit this out. Yeah, so we're nearly at the warehouse, it's just around the corner. Obviously there's different locations for the warehouses. Sometimes you might have to drive it pretty far, sometimes you don't have to drive it hardly as far as you normally would. And there's lots of different missions for this. Obviously I've delivered the one crate to my warehouse, and now I'm going to explain selling them. I highly recommend that when you sell them, before you even do sell them, just get into a public session on your own by doing that glitch I mentioned. And yeah, you should be fine, because this is definitely a time where you don't want to lose all your stuff, because when it's out in the open, people can destroy it and it will all go to waste if it ends up doing me a story. So be on the safe side, just head into a session on your own, and invite some friends if you'd like them to help you. Now, there's different prices. Normally when you've got more stock, more prices come up, so there's 3 different prices, or 3 different values. The highest value is always at the top, and it's for selling all of your stock, and then there's sort of a middle ground for selling about half, and then there's a quarter of your stock. So different prices, different values for how many you're selling. And obviously the big risk comes in if you are in a session with other players. Are they going to attack you? Is there any risk to your stuff? Just think about that before you actually do sell. It's always recommended to sell them all at the same time, so then you don't have to make multiple trips to sell the whole lot, because that will be a little bit more dangerous, and I believe you get more money for selling them all in bulk. So yeah, take advantage of that. I'd just go to the computer in your warehouse, wherever it may be. It'll be in different locations in different warehouses, but this is where it is, in the small crate warehouse, and there's the goods, and eventually all these will fill up when you get more stock. You can also go over here to the workbench, and then access the upgrades for delivery vehicles, so you can make them faster. For example, there's a truck here. You can increase the armor, put bulletproof tires on, increase the armor, increase the jammer, put the armor upgrade on, the speed upgrade. Now, obviously, you are free to make choices depending on what you want. I would personally focus on the tug most of all, the boat, because that's incredibly slow and it's incredibly vulnerable to attacks. So if you are going to upgrade anything, upgrade the boat first of all, and then focus on upgrading the rest. If you want to keep doing this over a certain time, I would definitely upgrade those vehicles. It's worth doing. But if you're only going to be doing it for a short time until another update comes out, well, I wouldn't really bother that much in the upgrades, unless you're really that bothered. So how does it stack up as a money making method? Well, obviously you're going to have to get all the crates yourself, and that can take some time. If you've got more players to help, you should be able to get a lot in one go, but it's quite expensive, as you'll have to buy the office, and then you have to buy the warehouse, and all the crates on top of that. And to be honest, profit is quite slow for this business. It's not as good as the biker business, because then you only have to pay for the clubhouse and the actual business, but you can restock them for free, as long as you go out and get the stuff for free. So that's a big advantage there. But this is still a good money making method, especially when you want to work with friends, and especially when you want to actually see your product go up. It's quite valuable. You can actually juggle multiple different forms of money making at the same time. However, you do have to be in a session to do this. It doesn't automatically do this, and there is a chance that your business could get raided if your security is not up to standard. So be on the lookout for that. Anyways, that's the whole deal, and I'll see you in another guide and another video. Thanks for watching, and please like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video.